we call West Windsor walks. Wherever there was a problem, people trying to cross the street, where there was no crosswalk between a housing development and a shopping center. The original wanting a sidewalk, where Sylvia was mentioning, where there hadn't been a sidewalk for 20 years and they wanted it. Publicity. What we did was we called the newspapers, we advertised it, people showed up, and in one case the county and in other cases the township acted because they didn't want negative publicity. So publicity works.
So I was there on today. They didn't just react, they actually attended the West Windsor walks. So they could be on the streets while we were there showing them. And in the case where it was between the shopping center and the group next door, there's a big bus that comes through periodically, and the bus came through at about the time we were standing there, and they got it, okay? And that's really a big deal. So
We did that on purpose.
I know.
You and the buses.
So I do have one question, sorry, Jerry. A lot of this process, you inserted a lot of time. How do you cut out that time from the point of view, and it seems like we're beginning to know what the process is, how do we make the process shorter? How do we get the grants before somebody's telling you that, oh, I need a grant? I mean, luckily it's on your desk and it's ready to sign, but before you need the grant, how do you know when you need those things? Are there schedules, are there books, are there cases that tell you this is what you need to do now?
Well, there are grant cycles, and those are all different, but then there's also the capital budgeting process of your town, and you have to get in on the ground floor of that to make sure that your project is part of that planning.
And if you're talking about greenways, the first session today was about the new Greenway Guide, which is all about laying out that template for getting things done more efficiently. If you want links for both the complete street policy update or the Greenway Guide, here are flyers that have a link for each of those docs.
So will those things be available through the New Jersey Bike Walk?
So here is a link for where to download those things.
Yeah.
Will New Jersey Bike Walk upload that?
Sure.
Sure. Let's say
All
yes.
right, let me do a quick real talk about funding. Funding is difficult. And I see Julie Seaman here nodding her head because she's, I'm going to out you, Julie. She's with New Jersey Department of Transportation Office of Local Aid, who gives out millions of dollars of grants, and they're difficult. And her job is difficult, but so is those who apply for them. But she's a very good resource to talk to about how to better prepare so that these grants are sort of award or are more likely to get in the first place. But grants aren't going to be your only answer because they are very difficult to get, especially if they're federal grants. They're very difficult to spend, and you might find your town, it does not have the capacity to get or spend a federal grant. One thing we are working for as advocates, and I'm saying that with a little bit of an advocate hat now, honestly, is to get things like to have a published maintenance schedule from your county and the state, so you know when the county and the state roads are going to come up for repaving, so that we can get better in on the first end to see if the county road is up for repaving, not just the municipal ones, which is a little easier to get that scheduled for. Maybe you could be on the front end and talking to the county instead of hearing, the month before it happens. So that's one of the things. It's a bigger ask, but we all need to kind of get together and start asking our counties and the state to be a little bit more proactive in making that information public and easy to find.
So I'm actually told that we're out of time. Am I right? Yes. So I want to let's give everyone a big round of applause. And thanks for coming. Hope you have a great rest of the summer.